Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. These guys really think we are weasels and dumb. Well, a weasel is not necessarily dumb, but weasel is a weaselship is a kind of behavior. We're not trustworthy. You're just, shirking around and I don't want to do this. Not necessarily stupid, but not a person that you can, base your thing on. So what happened here? You would not believe what these guys want us to believe. Here you have it. Oh my. Time. Pentagon says multi-billion-dollar accounting mistake means more arms funding for Ukraine. All right, it's just multi-billion. And I have this article from the New Voice of Ukraine. Uncovered accounting error frees up $3 billion in additional US aid to Ukraine. So what happened? It seems like these guys discovered that they made somewhere an error of $3 billion. And what's happening? They keep going with it. They're going to give it to Ukraine. So let's see. Ukrainian servicemen, the Pentagon said Thursday that it had overcounted the value of weapons and other shipments sent to Ukraine by roughly $3 billion, an error that means more US defense funds will be in the future available to support the Ukrainian effort to beat back the Russian invasion. The mistake, I don't think it was a mistake. Okay, that's my assessment. I tell you straight. Which the Defense Department discovered after an internal audit in March occurred because the military services were using cost estimates based on new hardware rather than the depreciated older equipment that was pulled from US stockpiles. So, using so-called Presidential Drawn-Down Authority, PDA, President Biden has transferred weapons and equipment from US stocks totaling about $21.1 billion since Russian invasion in February 22. The true cost is now estimated to be roughly $18 billion, officials say, which means the administration has roughly doubled the $2.7 billion congressionally authorized funds that were remaining to support Ukraine. When this miscalculation was discovered, let's see who was punished. The Pentagon's comptroller reissued guidance clarifying how the value equipment to ensure the service use the most accurate accounting methods, a defense official said. The process is now underway, meaning there's a possibility additional saving could be found. All right. Anybody? Did anything here? The Pentagon's discovery drew fire from Republicans, blah, blah, blah. House Armed Service Committee Chairman Mike Rogers and Alabama, released a joint statement on the news. The revelation of a $3 billion accounting error discovered 2 months ago and only today shared with Congress is extremely problematic, to say the least. The funds could have been used for extra supplies and weapons for the upcoming counteroffensive, or maybe for schools, maybe for, hospitals, maybe for something like that. How about that? Instead of rationing funds to last for the remaining of the fiscal year. So you see, it's not about getting it somewhere else, still to weapons. So the same with these guys with Ukrainska Pravda is the same. Eliminating the accounting error opens up the possibility of sending more weapons to Ukraine. So let me tell you this. Maybe I don't get it. But hey, because my skull is thick. But let's see. Let's say it happened to me, just so you know. It happened the other way around. But let me tell you. Let's say you work somewhere and you're issued a statement, a check, right? Your monthly check, your 2 weeks check, your weekly check, however they would be. And then they give you more money, okay? And let's say you figured it out. Or you say, man, it's a mistake here. Let's say you're a outstanding citizen and you go and say, excuse me, miss. Why? Because you talk to the secretary first, I'm guessing, and then you go to the whatever department and so on. Or administrative, how I want to call him, whatever. And you say, well, it was a mistake here. You gave me, instead of giving me $3,000 on my last paycheck, you gave me, $7,000. Or let's say from 3, let's make it 1. So you gave me $4,000, you gave me $1,000 extra. Do you think that they would say, oh, that's okay, it's more for you, that's fine? Is that what you think they're going to do? What do you think will do, these guys? I tell you exactly what they will do. They will tell, thank you very much. That would get into someone's attention. That someone will get to whomever made a mistake, and that person will be reprimanded because that was a bad thing. If you reward mistakes, then you're going to have a problem. So mistakes are not rewarded. Got that? You should have learned that, Pentagon, a long time ago. So instead of doing that, and then what's going to happen? The person who made the mistake is going to be reprimanded, blah, blah, blah. They will see if that was a pattern and out. All right? And then they will issue the $3,000 check, and they will get the $1,000 back and use it for something else. These guys right now, they say, no, it's okay. You can stay right there. You can stay right there. It's standing. Would that happen to you? It wouldn't happen to me. And what I was trying to say before, when I said it happened to me when I received, always you receive less money in the paycheck than extra. I've never received a check with more money than I was supposed to get than, usual. I received, it happened 2 times actually, less money. And I asked them, did it ever happen to anybody to give more money? No. Maybe it happened to you. So this is what would have happened in a real society. Now, Pentagon is about $3 billion over there. $3 billion. Imagine what $3 billion are. And this is not from, someone makes that money. Some taxpayers, some loans, some printing thing. All these things are bad because they're like, and did you hear the Republicans? Oh, we could have used it. No, how about you do something else with it? But now it's too late. We're going to leave it there. Now we made a mistake. It's only $3 billion. We go with it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. And do you think anybody's going to be reprimanded over there? It seems like they said the word mistake and all that. And look how the Ukrainians reported it in the title. Freeze. So all that the error frees up to an additional aid. How about doesn't freeze any? That money goes somewhere else, not to you. And the other guys, the Business Insider, mistake. Error, mistake, well, however we want to call it. I personally don't really think it was a mistake or $3 billion, but hey, whatever. It's like, it's a done deal. No, it's not a done deal. We have a lot of work to do. It's not a done deal. There are consequences. Consequences. It's like you take that, you give it to the secretary, the check, the $4,000 check, instead of being $3,000, and she says, it's okay, it's a done deal. You take the $4,000. Woohoo, yeah, okay, thank you very much. Really? I mean, I understand it's some pricing and all that, but still, who are those guys? Who are those guys? How much money they make? Doing what? And on whose money? That's my problem. On whose money? Anyway, my friends, that's the way it works. $3 billion. An error, a mistake. It's okay. We're going to give them. We're going to let it be over there as it is. We could have just give them better weapons or more for the counteroffensive right now, but we made a mistake. The error. All right. And remember, all this money, that's the way it is. I mean, it comes up here, brings up. They want 5 billion, they're just 5.000000000, and that's it. 5 billion right there for you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Remember, that would not work for you and I. If it's about a house or anything like that, immediately that would be remediated, changed, addressed, and you reprimanded. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.